to keep calm. They'll help you." She squeezed the woman's hand reassuringly. Then, as a medic dropped on one knee and began his assessment of her injuries, Nikki moved on deeper into the devastation that an hour ago had been a prestigious rebuilding project. "Mom!" Joseph appeared out of the gloom, his clothes covered in dust. A tall fire officer accompanied him, picking his way through the rubble to keep up. Nikki vaguely recognized the man and nodded briefly. "Any idea what happened?" His expression was grim. "Don't quote me, Inspector, but the doctor who came out from A&E reckons that lorry was being driven by a dead man. He's pretty sure that the driver had a catastrophic heart attack and died at the wheel." Nikki let out a long, slow breath. "How many fatalities so far?" "4 at present, including the lorry driver. But," he shrugged, "God alone knows what the final count is going to be. We've managed to secure the wagon. It's all this bloody debris from the building that's the problem now. I wondered if you'd deploy some of your—" Before he could finish, Nikki's radio crackled with her call sign. "Mum, we've had an unconfirmed report of a problem with a damaged building in Ironworks Passage. Are you in the area?" "Affirmative control. DS Easter and I are about 100 yards from there. Sure was responding. Roger and out." The fire officer growled. "This is far worse than we first thought. I'd better come with you." When they got there, Nikki looked along the passage, a cut-through from the college to the market square. "Doesn't look too badly damaged." The fireman appeared to believe otherwise. "Careful, Mum. I'm not sure how stable these walls are, and it's a very narrow alley here. If they come down on us, we'll all be brown bread." The fire chief went ahead, casting a professional eye over the structures on either side of them. Broken glass crunched underfoot. "Luckily this is the back of the shops and storehouses and not the front. Damn great sheets of plate glass would have been lethal." "Look." Joseph pointed ahead of them to a large gaping hole in the brickwork of one of the old buildings. "I guess that's what they're talking about. What is this place?" Nikki moved towards the opening. "It's a storeroom for the pub, I think. The wall is collapsed, and part of the floor by the look of it. You can see into the cellar." "Don't worry, Mum. I'll get a team down here to check it out." The fire officer's radio spluttered with static. "Damn. The signal's crap down here. I need to get away from these high buildings." He moved back the way they had come in and called out as he went. "And don't go down there. It's far too dangerous." Nikki looked at Joseph, raised one eyebrow and said softly, "Oh dear, the man says it's far too dangerous." "You reckon?" Together they stared into the darkness of the cellar. The debris from the collapsed wall had formed an almost gentle slope of rubble, down to the floor. Joseph stepped forward and frowned. "If someone was working down there, they may need urgent assistance." He looked at her, his frown changing to a wicked grin. "And apart from that, don't you just hate being bossed around by Trumpton? Shall I go first?" Nikki was about to return his smile when she heard a noise. It was a whimper, a small animal-like cry. "Joseph, someone is down there. Come on." Supporting each other, they inched down the landslide of crumbling wall. "For God's sake, be careful. If someone is hurt, we could make things a whole lot worse for them if we start an avalanche." "I'm almost there." He held out his hand to her. "Yes, it's safe down here. There's solid ground." Nikki stepped down beside him, and they stared around into the shadows. "Hello? It's the police. Where are you? Are you hurt?" There was nothing but an eerie silence, broken occasionally by the ominous creaking of the damaged building. Nikki felt an insidious shiver of fear creep down her backbone. The dim, shadowy basement was crushingly claustrophobic, and she feared she was about to be buried alive. And that was not all. Even though they had only been down there for a matter of moments, dark memories of an old case rose from the past. "Hello?" Joseph's voice brought her back to the present, and they stood side by side and waited. There was a trickling sound as a small shower of debris slid to the floor, and then something else, another whimper. "Damn, I can't see where it's coming from." Nikki slowly moved forward, desperately wishing she had thought to bring the torch from the car. "Look, over there. I think it's a woman. She's partially protected by that upright timber."